Hello to all my friends out there. Okay, so my fun is over and it's back on the diet. I was having a good time, however. Okay, I want to mention a few things. This first thing is about eBay. There was a few comments. Okay, what has happened is that eBay takes 10% on every dollar, and now PayPal is taking 5%. So that's 15%. Plus you have expenses related to a store, or you pay by the post. Okay, so what's happened on eBay, they're getting to the point, it's like a loan sharking, you know, where you're paying 20% to do business, to borrow money. Okay, so I can see why people are having none of it. But what I did is, when I bought inventory, which was third-party inventory, such as this lovely blouse, I bought everything in my size. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the inventory and I'm taking everything in my size out of the inventory and I'm keeping it. I'm taking it from the eBay inventory and I'm putting it in my closet. And then when I'm done with it, I will just sell it in a place that third party is not an issue, a swap meet. So that is my input on eBay. Okay, there was a great comment by Jesus's Child on items to stockpile that might go up. Stockpile for a year, I think it was. And she had mentioned rice, beans, instant potatoes, powdered milk, powdered eggs, and grits. Okay, so what happens, I go, oh, okay, I'll pick up a couple of little packages of grits. No grits in Dollar Tree. Another thing is, you know, the cookies in a package, oatmeal cookies, good luck finding those. So what they have predicted, and I wouldn't doubt it, is there's going to be less items on the shelves, less of an assortment, and then there could be a shortage of food. So you want to stockpile up. If you can if you don't have much money and you can qualify for food stamps, get the food stamps now while you can get them. Go to the food banks, go to the food pantries, and go to the churches and stock your house up now. Why take a chance of living through a nightmare? I'm watching a good video. Sometimes it takes me a while. People in Sweden are stockpiling, and I will post that on my Twitter if I can. And then there was another good comment by Bob Fowler for Spam Goulash. Leftover veggies, egg noodles, cheese, and I guess Spam, and this was in the 70s on the veg-all can. That sounds good. I'm going to make that. Spam, leftover veggies, egg noodles, and cheese. That's a good one. Everything in the stockpile. Okay, so now I'm back on the diet. So today today is day one, so I want to be kind of good on the diet. The better I am on the diet, the sooner I can get off of the diet. So, okay, first thing I made was a tasty steak, and I just fried it in some oil. Here's my tasty steak. And on a low-carb diet, you have a lot of beverages, as much water as you can drink. I have Diet Coke, caffeine-free, because I remembered on one of the diets they said caffeine was an appetite suppressor. Oh, just what I need. And then this is some tea. And I broke my little thing, so now I gotta buy another one. Because what I did was I made let me show you, large ice cubes, and I wanted to force my ice cubes, and I broke, here they are. Ice seems to be a real issue with me. Don't ask me why. Okay, so I'm having steak. And so then, oh no, I made a special point to wreck this whole entire video at this rate. Yikes. Okay, now, one thing that's going to help is my steak sauce. So I bought a few things I bought this at Dollar Tree. That's when I discovered no grits. That's when I discovered at Walmart and Dollar Tree no oatmeal cookies. You know, the ones that are already pre-made. I've heard oatmeal might be an issue. So Walmart though had oatmeal $2.30. This is the best steak sauce. Might as well get the good one. You know, when you're on a diet, so you don't flip out and cheat. Yummy. Okay, so while I'm on my low carb diet, I won't be suffering too much. If you make yourself suffer too much, the diet is not going to last. I guarantee you. Take a look at this. Yummy. Yum. Salmon. This stuff is pretty good, so I didn't have to add any mayonnaise. And I will just eat as much as I want. And I have another, this is all I'm going to eat today. If I want another steak, that's good. Not the cheapest, but sometimes it's not a good idea to be worrying about cheapness. 2 boiled eggs. The thing about this diet that's really kind of good is you can eat a lot. If you're coming off of a food binge, remember I was doing the mukbangs, and you're used to eating a lot, those scanty amounts of food diets are not going to work. Okay, now I have a tomato. In the day it used to be steak, cottage cheese, and tomatoes, so I have a tomato. So this is a pretty decent little meal right here. But if you've been eating anything you want, any of you who've been really just gluttonous like I was, it is not even easy to be reasonable. You know, you've been unreasonable, you've been eating a lot, you've been gorging. I actually enjoyed my gorging. I had no intention of quitting. I really didn't. I might do it again at some other point. Okay, so now, that's my basic meal. I made black cherry sugar-free Jell-O. I'll move this for a minute. I have a lot of new subscribers, and what I do with this is I put vanilla yogurt on top. I bought this, I think, at Walmart for $1.74. So this is a pretty tasty little dessert. And usually what I do at night is I sit on the couch and I eat the whole entire thing. No, well, that's gluttonous. Yeah, I know. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's snack number 1. Now, I have a lot of snacks. Doesn't mean I'm going to eat them all, but I might. Okay, this is my leftover. Remember my blueberry topping? So I had a brilliant idea. How about some of this fat-free half and half with my blueberry topping? Let me try it, and I will tell you. I could have made a better presentation, but why, invest too much? Okay, so this is my cooked blueberry fruit. Let me taste it, and I will tell you. Yummy. Cooked fruit is really yummy. How that started is I made cooked fruit cocktail, and for a tasty little treat like peaches and cream, but this is fat-free. You could have this on some oatmeal if I wasn't on a low-carb diet, right? If I was on a low-carb diet. I put a little sugar, I cooked my fruit cocktail down, and then I turned it off and I put some lemon on it. and I'll just keep it in the freezer. Oh, and here's my cottage cheese. That's part of my meal. That's my food. And if you can buy the big cans of fruit cocktail, there's all kinds of stuff you can make with it. Okay, now, this is just food that's nice to have for your snacks. This is not as bad as popcorn. Let's see. There is 4 servings at 170, so, 240, 500 calories, not to be compared with a box of cookies for 3,400 calories. Whoops. And then I got cheese popcorn. I just eat this as much as I want. Here's the tea from Dollar Tree. And I have corn nuts, anything as long as it's not sugar and carbs. And I have these. I seem to like these. Very dangerous for cracking your teeth off, but just gotta be careful. And then they have these in sugar-free that really help. Okay, so now let me move my food over here in case you want to get a little bit of a close-up. Yikes. So if you guys are a little bit on the fat side, don't give up on your diet. Just, find snacks that are not too fattening. And this gets easier. The main thing you want to do is find snacks that you like and food that you like. So there is my food back there. And also with this would go cottage cheese. I froze my cottage cheese so it's a little bit tacky, but it's still good. And then here are my sugar-free Jell-O and my cooked fruit with fat-free half and half. This is pretty good, you guys. You got to try that. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.